Yes, folks, it's the NBA playoffs here on YouTube as the Portland Trail Blazers take on the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, I want to make sure I give you guys some type of format through my first video, so the rest of the first round videos, you guys can just kind of flow into it and know what to expect. In these videos, first off, I will give you a brief overview of both teams' season. Then I will tell you the matchup that everybody should be watching, the key matchup. Then I will tell you which players are fantasy relevant for all you fantasy players out there. And then I'm going to give you the team that's going to win the series. Alright, so with all that said, I just wanted to make sure I said that through the first video. Now, the Portland Trail Blazers have had that kind of season in which you really don't know what they are. And what I mean by it's like, you know that Damian Lillard is an elite scorer. They don't have the Marcus Aldridge anymore. CJ McCollum has stepped up, but the real core of the Portland Trailblazers, if you've been watching them all year, is their bench play. Gerald Henderson, Allen Crabbe, Eddie Davis, all those guys are going to play crucial parts in this series if Portland is going to move on. Now, as far as how they match up against, the Clippers, I don't know. I'm going to get to that later on in the video. Y'all stay tuned. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. All right. Now, getting on to the LA Clippers. LA, I'm going to tell you like this. This is a team in which, you got Chris Paul. You've got DeAndre Jordan. And then after that, it's just a whole bunch of supporting cast guys. I mean, I hate to say it, but they've managed to finish fourth in the West, but they really haven't put their foot down in the West. I mean, it seems like they were just kind of cruising along this entire season. Chris Paul has been doing what Chris Paul's been doing, but he hasn't done anything remarkable this year that you could say, oh man, Chris Paul's going to a brand new, all new level. It's like, okay, if you tell me that Chris Paul is averaging right around 24 points and 8 assists, okay, I'm like, okay, that's Chris Paul. Shrug your shoulders. So both teams have had a great season. Well, none of them have had a monumental season, but it's good enough to make the playoffs. That's the reason why I'm talking about them in this video. All right. Matchup to watch. Now, the matchup that I want you guys to watch during this series is DeAndre Jordan versus everybody. All right. The battle of the boards is going to be the final determination on who wins the series because Portland runs up and down the court. They were able to run with Golden State. They're going to be able to run with the Clippers, and the Clippers don't like to run. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and say it like that. The Clippers don't like to run. All right. But they can run. You know what I'm saying? They've got shooters in JJ Redick. They've been saving Paul Pierce all year long for the playoffs. All right. If you've been like I said, if you've been watching the games, you know that what I'm saying is true. Baba Mute is not a scorer. Jeff Green is somewhat of a scorer, but the matchup that I want you guys to watch out for is DeAndre Jordan versus Mason Plumlee. Mason Plumlee, Ed Davis, Kaman, whoever they could put down low against Portland, that's going to be what the series is. Offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding is the key to this series. I don't care if Lillard goes off for 50 points. If they cannot rebound with the Clippers are going to sweep them because at the end of the day, DeAndre Jordan is just a basketball rebounding magnet. All right. As far as fantasy goes, I think that Lillard is a can't miss. All right. Now McCollum is okay, but he's one of those Klay Thompson players where, he can make a couple of shots, but he's not Tracy McGrady take over the game type of player. He's not that type of player. He's a complement to the star. So you definitely want Lillard, and then on the Clipper side, like I said, if I'm harping on, DeAndre Jordan, maybe you should take him. Chris Paul is a safe play if you're doing cash games. That's fine. But, if you want the GPP greatness, you want to go after DeAndre Jordan, maybe some JJ Redick. If you're looking for like a deep entry, maybe Paul Pierce. This is where you play Paul Pierce here. All right, so for all you fantasy people out there, those are the guys that you should be taking a look at as far as fantasy goes. As far as who wins the series, all right, Damian Lillard doesn't have a good enough supporting cast around him to make a deep playoff run. All right, it's nice that Portland is here. All right, but it's the Clippers' time to start to do something. All right, I don't expect for them to lose to Portland. I don't expect for them to be down. I don't expect for it to go 6. You know what I'm saying? I'll give Portland maybe one game here. Maybe it ends in 5. But if it goes beyond 5, if it goes to like a 6th or a 7th game, the Clippers are probably going to lose because it shouldn't go that far. Maybe a big injury happens during the series or something to the point where it comes to that point. But, 5 games or a sweep, the Clippers should not play no games with Portland here. All right, they're heads and shoulders a better team than Portland altogether. So let me know how you guys feel about this first round series, Portland Trailblazers versus the Los Angeles Clippers. Let me know how you feel down below. It's the WC. Stay tuned for more videos, man. I'm doing all the first round series. And until next time, folks, peace out.